Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a little video about how to get long nails naturally. These are my nails. I've been growing them out for about 2 months and they're already about a little over a 1/4 inch long. So that's pretty long. That's like the longest I've ever had them. And it's basically, you only need a few products. You only need to be careful about sticking to like a nail routine, and I'm just going to give you a few tips about how I've got naturally long nails. I know you're going to notice that my thumb is short. I did not break my thumbnail. For my job to punch in and punch out, you have to scan your thumb into the scanner thing. So having a long nail makes it really hard and makes it almost impossible to punch in. So because of that, I can't have a long thumbnail on this hand, which kind of sucks because then I have this short little stubby thumb and the rest of these long nails. But it's what I have to do. But anyways, let's just get right into it. I'm only using 4 things and then just a few tips to keep your nails long and beautiful. And this might not work for everyone. I know some people have really brittle and weak nails naturally, and the only thing I could recommend for that is to include more protein in your diet. And sometimes if you just have brittle nails, there's not much you can do about it, and you might have to turn to acrylic, which I would not recommend if you can get nails the natural way, because acrylic can ruin your nails permanently and give you infections and stuff, and that's not something I'm ever going to turn to. But if you have brittle nails, that might be what you have to do. Anyways, the first thing is I always keep my nails flat on the top, like this. They're all flat across the top. Well, this one's not so flat anymore, so I'm going to file this one again. But they're all flat across the top, and that's not something you have to do to keep them naturally long. But this does give the illusion of longer nails. If they're rounded, they kind of look shorter than they are. But if they're long and flat, they kind of look, more like done up and more like they're longer. That's just a little trick there. So you're going to need a nail file to keep your nails flat. And just every time you paint your nails, just file them down a little bit so flat. Don't file them down a lot because then you're not going to get anywhere. Just file the tops till they're flat. Now the first product I'm going to recommend is the Hansen VitaSurge Growth Gel. And I've had this since May, and I've already almost used half the bottle. This stuff is great. I don't think I'd have these long nails now without this. Basically just doesn't have a regular brush, a regular nail polish brush. It has this little sponge applicator, and it's green, and it has those little hand sanitizer moisturizer beads in it. And I don't really like those because when you're painting this over and you get one of those beads in there, the bead sticks up and you can see it under your nail polish. So that's one thing I don't like about this. But the smell, I actually kind of like the smell. It doesn't smell like alcohol or regular nail polish. It smells kind of like citrusy almost. So I like the smell. And this stuff works amazing. My nails have been growing weeds lately because I used this before as a bottom coat. So this is something I would definitely recommend. It was only $6, so definitely get this. The other thing I'm going to recommend, especially for people with brittle nails, is a strengthener. And this is just the NurtaNail Strengthener with green tea antioxidants. So I got this from Walgreens for about $6 again, and I've used most of it. It's kind of old now and it's kind of dried up, so I'm going to need to get a new one. But this was really great. When I wore this as a top coat, it took me forever to break a nail. Even if I tried to, it was hard to break a nail. So this is definitely great. So I'd recommend using this as your bottom coat, using this as your top coat, and if you want, you can use something, if you just wanted to put a clear coat over one of them, I would recommend that, but don't do too many layers because then it chips really easily. So if you wanted to put a clear coat over the growth gel, or if you wanted to put a clear coat over the strengthener, you could do that, but don't put a clear coat over both. And then the next thing, we're just going to talk about clear nail polish. If you don't want to get the strengthener or the growth gel, make sure you do a clear coat before you paint and a clear coat after you paint, a bottom coat and top coat, because the bottom coat protects your nails and keeps them from dyeing your nail a different color. I used this cheap nail polish once, and I didn't use a bottom coat, and my nails turned yellow. Like, they were yellow. I could not get it off. They're still kind of yellow at the tips, and it was just disgusting. Like, I had to keep painting my nails over and over to cover it up because it looked so gross and, like, unhealthy. It looked like I had, like, a disease. So you're always going to want to use a bottom coat. It's something I can't stress enough. And you're always going to want to use a top coat, which is common sense, to keep it from chipping. So, bottom coat, top coat. And another thing I want to recommend is the minute your nail polish starts chipping is you're going to want to take it all off and put on a fresh manicure. When the nail polish starts chipping off, that's when breaks happen, because the nail polish is kind of like a protectant. It's kind of hard to break a nail when you have nail polish over it. Like, you can still break a nail if you have nail polish on it, but it's harder because it's kind of like a protective kind of thing. So the minute that your nail polish starts to chip off, take it off, repaint it. I would recommend painting your nails every few days. I would say every 3 to 4, which would be the best to get long nails. That's how often I repaint my nails. And I know some people don't like doing that. I know some people like repainting their nails every day, and I think that's crazy and a waste of time. But I know some people, like, I can't stand it when, like, people just, like, paint it and then they just leave it and they let it chip and stuff and they're breaking their nails and so you want to keep on a regular schedule of painting your nails to protect them from getting chipped, and you want to use those products and take good care of them. And like I said, if you have brittle nails, then put a little more protein in your diet, and then you can have these naturally long nails. I say it would be easier to grow your nails out during the summer because, I don't know, during the school year, with like reaching in my backpack all the time and stuff, they break easier. So in the summer is a good time to have longer nails. And when you do have a break, it's not a huge deal. Like no one even really notices that I have this stubby little thumb that often. So it's not that big of a deal if you break a nail. I know it's upsetting. So yeah, that was just my advice on how to get naturally long, beautiful nails. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, thumbs up, and subscribe.